Hello everybody, and welcome to the new weekly Zodiac Oracle for all astrological signs. To get the most out of these weekly readings, be sure to pay attention to your sun sign, your moon sign, and if you know it, your also rising sign. There are 2 messages coupled with each Zodiac sign. The first message is coming from the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn, and it is coupled with a powerful animal spirit from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Diving right into, we are going to start with Aries. Aries, you got the air spirit with a message of knowledge, coupled with the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Air spirits of knowledge for you, Aries, this week is to remind you to pause and take a few deep breaths. Center yourself. Get clear in your mind and your body before you move forward. And with Rabbit Spirit's message, now is a very lucky time. So the trick is, during this cycle of energy that we are collectively in, we are really dancing with our shadows during Scorpio season, if you will. Therefore, it's a wonderful time to be more aware of self, where your head is at, where your thoughts are at, where your feelings are at. And if you're not in a calm and centered state of being, if you feel like you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off, your messages here for this week are to pause. Breathe yourself back to center and watch the miraculous energy clear up any confusion and the path forward magically appear. Moving on to Taurus. Taurus, you have the eagle spirit as well as armadillo spirit. So you're working with 2 totem animals this week. And if I didn't mention this already, this week is from November 4th through November 10th, 2024. So Taurus, your message with the eagle spirit is allow yourself some time to get quiet and shift your perspective. Fly higher like the eagle, so that you can see a bigger picture. There's something about a situation that's coming up this week, or you've already been caught up in, where Spirit's saying you're not seeing the whole picture yet. Go higher to see that picture. Okay, so how I know to do that is not by getting high. No, quite the opposite. To shift the perspective, we actually have to turn inward and connect with the divinity that is within us through that heart space. Ask for those answers and clarity while you still your mind and your body, and those answers will come in as if by magic. And the armadillo spirit's message here is a very powerful one. Set healthy boundaries. So you will be learning, when you see a bigger picture, that maybe a challenge was upon you to be able to lovingly say no to other people's demands upon your time. Right? Remember, how we allow ourselves to be treated is based on what we allow in our fields. I don't know if that came out right. It felt weird. I think you all know what I'm trying to say here. we teach people how to treat us, and if there's no boundaries, then we will get taken advantage of over and over and over again, because this is the universe giving us that hard lesson that we need to set that healthy boundary for our own health, because we're only as good in service to others as we are to ourselves. So it's not selfish to take care of self. It's actually imperative so that you can be of better service to anyone after you've filled up your own cup. You got this. Gemini. Gemini, for this week, you got the Forest Temple with a message of enlightenment. This is beautiful. This feels like there is going to be a major aha moment, if not a couple of them, during this week for you. Coupled with that hummingbird spirit with be here now. These messages for Gemini here are very powerful reminders that the present moment is all that we have. And by being fully present in the here and now, you can appreciate what is here, what is now. For when we start reminiscing about the past and things we didn't like or whatnot, or how we wish things would be different, we're not being present. We're actually now focused on a past and caught up in that past energy. And when we do that in the present moment, we're actually repeating history. So our movement forward is going to end up being a reflection of cultivating more of that past energy. So being present means not thinking about a past that cannot be changed or a future that has not even come. It's about being here right now and enlightening yourself at just how powerful you are and all the accomplishments and the beauty that this world has to offer for you to recognize right here, right now. Moving into Cancer, we have the spirit guardian of summer with the message of expansion. Beautiful. Coupled with the rhino spirit, which is overcoming any obstacle. This is wonderful. For what I see for Cancer this week, expansion comes with those uncomfortable feelings because of something new, right? Remember the saying, growth is outside the comfort zone. So, of course, expansion would end up feeling a little uncomfortable because we are in new territory. But the fact that you have the rhino spirit with the message of overcome any obstacles is you can tap into this beautiful beast right here to help give you that courage and muster through what seems to be challenging and realizing that you have it within you to successfully move through this experience, whatever it may be. So I'm excited for the Cancers that are going through whatever you're going through this week, because it feels like there's an expansion. So there's a, you may even actually end up bearing fruit that you have cultivated and tended to for quite some time. So good on you. Congratulations. Moving into Leo, we have the birdsong spirit with happiness and the mouse spirit with the message of tend to the small things. So Leos, the birdsong spirit of happiness is just a reminder you cultivate your own feelings. And if you didn't know that, now you do. So this week, Spirit would love for you to focus on the things that bring you your personal joy and happiness. For whatever makes you happy, you spread that joy. So this would be a week to cultivate as much happiness within yourself and your environment as possible. It will ripple out and have beautiful effects all around you. And with Mouse Spirit's message to tend to the small things, this is a message to be more aware of your surroundings. And if things are in your environment, start questioning. Are these things that I have in my view, on my table, or whatever, what am I watching or listening to, or what do I see? All of these things, are they empowering me or disempowering me? And tend to those small things. The small things you tend to overlook. Take a look at them and ask, is this something that is of value to me? Is it positive? Is it negative? Right? And if it's disempowering, well, then it's time to get rid of it. But cultivating your happiness for this week is your utmost importance. And to tend to those small things. Moving into Virgo. Virgo, you also got 2 spirit animals this week. The first one is the hummingbird spirit, which is all about joy and diversity. Coupled with the dolphin spirit, saying this and that are true. So, the messages I'm getting here for Virgo is understanding a greater perspective to this life, the truth, if you will, the wholeness perspective of everything is this and that. And then coming to that aha realization that, oh, okay, I was focused on one aspect instead of the whole. When you see the whole, we tend to be able to disengage from any pain and suffering that a polarized, one-sided point of view can cause. And then once we liberate ourselves with a holistic approach, we find joy. Beautiful. I'm very excited for Virgos this week to find that joy and liberation within themselves. Woohoo! I have a Virgo rising, so yay. Libra. This is my sun sign. Libras, we have the wood nymph, which represents beauty, as well as the starfish spirit, which the message from starfish is open to infinite possibility. Wow, this is gorgeous, being a Libra, loving love and beauty in life for sure. This week, Libras are opening to the infinite possibilities. So, doing that work with that Virgo energy and being very aware of self, tending to self, doing the energy hygiene that Spirit is calling is necessary for all of us humans at this point, is what's allowing for this week to unfold with these infinite possibilities that are reflecting the beauty that you see within your life. Keep up the good work, Libras. You're starting to bear fruit as well. Moving into Scorpio. Scorpio, this is beautiful. We have the wolf spirit, which represents family, and cat spirit. Ooh, claim your independence. Well, isn't this interesting? Talk about the world of duality and opposites right here. Can we say this is more of a holistic approach to things? The wolf is a real great representative of family, but also independence. It holds both aspects. And so does the cat, surprisingly enough. It also likes to have that connection with its humans and other animals if they're growing up together. But it definitely does love its independence as well. So these are very balanced animals within their own rights. And as a reminder for Scorpios this week, and anybody else resonating with Scorpio or has Scorpio in your chart with these messages, that we need to cultivate independence, but also connection to community. There needs to be a healthy balance of both. And finding that healthy balance is an individual process. All right, moving into Sagittarius, we have the crystal cave with trust, and the seahorse spirit, which says watch and wait. So this energy feels very strong and feels like there is a necessary need for surrender. Surrender to a higher power. I'm also hearing the words, forget everything you think you know. And now is a great time to play with the possibility of learning new things, doing and trying new things. But first, they're saying to watch and wait with seahorse spirit here. Right? So trust, that feels the word surrender wants to kind of come right over top of the word trust from spirit in this moment as I'm tapping in. Right? Trust and wait, just like the first message with Aries there. If you're not sure, go back to the drawing board. Sit in silence. Get very, very quiet. It's only in the stillness within our beings that we are going to find that which we have always been searching for outside of us. Watch for it and wait for it. It's coming. Moving on to Capricorn, we have the Phoenix with a message of transmutation coupled with the Panther spirit, reclaim your power. So Phoenix represents transformation. This week, it feels like Capricorns are going through some changes. Changes are uncomfortable, but I tell you, when the Phoenix card shows up, it's a powerful transformation. You've asked for it. And look at that. The Panther spirit says you're reclaiming your power. Right? You're stepping back into your power. You're no longer going to be managed by anything outside of self. I'm excited for Capricorns this week. Good job. Next up, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you got the foggy bog, which represents patience, coupled with the otter spirit, with a message that you are never alone. So Aquarians, you are also being asked to flex that patience. It is a virtue after all. Humans have been programmed here in the Western world to be reactive to your outside world and expect instant gratification. It's not the true way of a natural being. So you also are being asked to take a step back and reflect. Sit back and trust that you're not alone. You have spirit guides, you do have friends, you have family, and if there is any other kind of support that you need, all you have to do is reach out and ask. So flex that patience. Have patience with the world outside of you, but most importantly, have patience with yourself. You are more supported than you may have allowed yourself to believe. And finally, we come to Pisces. Pisces also has the double animals this week, which is amazing. I'm going to go over all of those quickly. But here, Pisces, the dragonfly spirit with a message of change, coupled with swan spirit, take time for a deep dive. Woo! What they just showed me was that dragonfly diving deep into those waters right there, which as a water sign, you love to do. It's right in your element. This week is going to bring some big changes for you as well. It could very well feel uncomfortable, but understanding on a deeper level that it's all part of the process and probably exactly what has been asked for, even if it was forgotten about. This week is the perfect time to do a dive deep into your own reflection of self. Beautiful. So lots of changes, aha moments, and reflecting for everybody this week. Very interesting, especially with what's going on the world stage, which really is another distraction. To further confuse. But here, our messages are perfect. So for this week, Aries recapping, remember the knowledge, slow down, center yourself before moving forward, and everything will happen as if by magic. Taurus, this week for you, time to fly a little bit higher. Shift your perspective to see a bigger picture and start setting yourself some healthy boundaries. That was the first of the double. Taurus has the double animals. Gemini, you were enlightenment, you're having aha moments and a reminder to be fully present in each given moment this week. And then Cancer, we have the spirit guardian of summer with expansion, and the rhino spirit letting you know that you will overcome those obstacles. Keep reminding yourself of that. And then Leo. Leo also got two double animals for this week. These are two different decks, by the way, so I just want to point out the significance to that. The bluebird spirit with happiness and the mouse spirit tend to the small things. So Leo, you are just being reminded too, this week, you cultivate your own happiness. It's your responsibility. And to make sure that you tend to the small things, because they are needed. There's like spirit saying, no, this is not the time to skip any steps. Make sure everything's being done properly. Okay? And then the third sign that has the double animals in it is the Virgo, with hummingbird spirit representing joy, and the dolphin spirit, which represents this and that are true. So bringing in that holistic perspective to everything has an equal positive and negative value. And negative does not mean bad, but everything has an equal positive and negative value to it. But if we're only focused on one or the other, we're not going to be seeing a whole picture, and that's how we create pain and suffering, with a polarized, one-sided point of view. So this understanding here, this and that are true, liberates you from that polarized, one-sided perspective into the holistic, full picture, and then you can enjoy. Libra got the wood nymph, which represents beauty, along with starfish spirit, to be open to the infinite possibilities. And Scorpio again, the wolf spirit with cat spirit. That was the 4th sign, Scorpio. Another very balancing messages with both of these 2 cards. Absolutely love it. Sagittarius again got Crystal Cave, which represents trust and need to surrender. And the Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. So more patience. There's a lot of patience. I think collectively we all could do well to flex. And then we got Capricorn. This is the 5th sign that has 2 power animals, the Phoenix and the Panther. So here, Capricorns, you're going through a major transformation that is reclaiming your power. It's just a reminder to everybody with the animal totems that have shown up for you in these readings. Please do a deeper dive into the spiritual symbolism in order to learn more about these animals, their medicine, and how you can apply it to yourself with these other messages to help you navigate whatever it is that you are navigating through this upcoming week. And then Aquarius, you got the Foggy Bog with patience and the Otter Spirit, you are never alone. And Pisces, the final 6th, so half of the signs got double animals, which is to me very potent. Potent messages. So Pisces, you got the dragonfly spirit as well as the swan spirit. So the changes you're going through are requiring you to go into a deep dive. But for those of you that don't know, the deep dive helps you find the treasures of the parts of yourself you've been looking for this whole time. Feels like there will be a major discovery. And the swan also represents compassion and love. So please know that whatever this deep dive is, it is towards more compassion and more love within the self, and therefore within all your other relationships. There you go, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Zodiac Oracle. And I will be back next week for next week's readings. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do all these, so probably gonna find some new ways to do it here and there. But yeah. Drop in your comments too if any of these resonate with you, and or something comes up throughout the week. I'd love to hear how these messages end up offering you the insight and the guidance that may be needed during these times. And if you're at all ever looking to dive in with a personal reading with me, feel free to reach out and check out my website at www.webenescence.ca. That's spelled www.webenessence.ca. Otherwise, you can find me on Facebook under Webenescence Enterprises or Shannon Fisher. All my contact info is on those business pages, as well as my website. You can email me or call or text me directly anytime. From my heart to yours, stay loving, everybody, and I'll be back with more next week.